were shooting, I wanted to kill them. I wanted them dead.
Doesn't matter either way. We had to get past them, and we have.
And where were you?
Sleeping. So they've gone. Does it matter? Since it's over now, are we free to go?
Free to go? Oh, Elisa, I always thought you were a very perceptive woman.
What is it?
Back to sleep, just spinning a potato.
No need for artillery, Mark. You've to come with me.
Oh, really? Now, why should I do that?
Mackison's here. Flew from London. He wants to see you.
And if I don't want to see him?
Mark, for God's sake, don't be a bloody fool. We know what you've done now. Spanish police don't take kindly to the assassination of foreign nationals by other foreign nationals.
I could use a cigarette. Haven't had much time to do the shopping.
Oh, sorry, I've given it up. Mark, I was sent out here to help you. I told you that.
And to find my wife. But unfortunately, I beat you to that.
Okay, touche. But if you hadn't locked me on that damn balcony, we both could have found her without you having to shoot Scherer.
No. That had to come first.
Now you found her, Mackison can get the two of you out of Spain.
Why should he bother? Of course. An embarrassment to Her Majesty's government. Where is Mackison?
He's in Malaga. I have to take you to it.
Where exactly?
Villa Circe, Calais Marino Monroy. What's the matter? Something bothering you?
You. Here, waiting for me.
Oh, Mackison got word your wife had been taken to the Castello di Triana.
And yet your orders were to wait here.
Yes, I did question that.
But nobody enlightened you. You're gonna have to move your car, Frank. You're blocking the traffic.
What? What the hell?
I don't think you two have met. Colonel Grigor of the KGB, Frank Lloyd, British Intelligence.
For God's sake.
I apologize to you, Mr. Lloyd. I will come with you now, Mr. Fraser.
Mark, what's happening?
We're in demand.
Mrs. Fraser, you're unhurt. Good. Please. Now, Mr. Fraser, you will go where I tell you.
How did you find us?
I followed your Mr. Lloyd.
lives here, do you know?
Oh, yes, I know.
I think something cooler. A beer, perhaps. We thought you would like to return to the scene of your crime, Mr. Fraser.
And we felt you deserved some explanations.
Jill, may I introduce you to Alexander Scherer?
Yes, Mrs. Fraser, the man your husband assassinated. He came to see me and told me if there was no other way to free you, he would assassinate me.
And he would have done it. We kill your husband, they send somebody else. Fortunately, Mr. Fraser had a better idea. Assassination with a blank cartridge.
And I obligingly fall dead. The blood was a nice touch. Why don't you sit down, Mrs. Fraser, please?
I should like to know why the KGB protects a rich West German who conducts McCarthy-type witch hunts. I can think of two things. First, trusted as the great anti-communists are allowed access to a great deal of highly confidential information. Second, how much damage did McCarthyism do to American democracy, do you think?
Exactly. To destroy people in very powerful positions. That was my mission.
You are a Russian agent, and I claim the £5 prize.
If it hadn't been for these idiotic Red Action Brigade people forcing you to kill a man they thought was a fascist menace.
But was it only the Red Action people who wanted you killed?
Most perceptive of you. But if they find out I'm still alive, they send someone else. So like your Kim Philby, my cover is blown. Time to retire.
We leave for East Germany later today.
And then home. You won't try and stop us?
I'm finished with your kind of games. Or almost finished. Good day. My name is Fraser. I believe I'm expected.
Circe was the witch who turned men into swine.
How appropriate for Sir James.
Ah, Fraser, isn't it? And Mrs. Fraser. I'm James Mackerson. I would have recognized you anywhere, Fraser, from our files. He's exactly like his photograph in the files, eh, Cater? That's Cater. He knew since your day, Fraser. He's a good marksman, but not in your class. Where's Frank Lloyd?
I'm afraid he's rather tied up just now.
My dear man, you're quite inimitable. I'm so glad you came. And you're a good lady.
To be flown home, I gather. Or was that really your intention?
To be frank with you, no, not originally. Not if you'd done what I wanted you to do.
That was to kill Scherer.
You worked that out. You're a clever man.
I don't think Frank Lloyd has. He really thinks you were trying to help me find Jill. But Rokas, your man in Granada, knew where she was all the time.
His instructions were quite simply to make sure that you got to Marbella in time to kill Scherer. By the way, someone killed Rokas.
The Russians, perhaps. You might have got away with it. Only I couldn't understand why the Russians were protecting Scherer.
He was one of their people.
Which is why you wanted him killed. But it couldn't be a British intelligence operation. Not killing a man who appeared to the world to be a wealthy West German. So somehow you recruited your little terrorist group.
Mark!
Ah, your wife has already met Herr Gruner, Fraser. Rolf Gruner. Not one of our agents, but a paid employee. Part-time.
How nice to see you again, Mrs. Fraser.
Rolf is an infiltrator. I believe that his companions were genuine terrorists. Sincere murderers. Rolf does it for money. Of course, you're quite right. We wanted Scherer removed. I hadn't intended to use you, but the Israelis killed our chosen assassin, so it had to be you. Young Cater there wasn't quite good enough. No hard feelings, my boy.
You knew I'd finished with the department.
So we encouraged our terrorist friends to take Mrs. Fraser. To persuade you.
If I had killed Scherer, Jill and I, still at large, would have been an embarrassment. Wouldn't you have had to kill us?
The aim of the exercise was to get the job done and leave no loose ends. Of course, it would have been distasteful.
Mr. Cater would have eliminated the loose ends.
However, I heard only this morning that you didn't kill Scherer, so eliminating you becomes unnecessary.
Lucky for you, Mackerson. Had we been killed, my solicitor had instructions to release the whole story to the press.
Clever boy. Because it would never have been published. A D-notice would have been slapped on every newspaper in the land. Even the intimation of your deaths would have been suppressed.
You can even smile to our faces about our murder.
Don't waste words, Joe.
What sort of animal are you? How many people have been killed because of you? Of course, you never have to fire the gun. But you're a murderer just the same.
I prefer to be regarded as a patriot, Mrs. Fraser.
Yes, you have to believe that to be able to sleep in your bed at night. When I look at you and your particular brand of patriotism, I can understand the Red Action people. Oh, they're murderers, all right. But you made them in your own image.
You and your husband won't be harmed now, Mrs. Fraser.
Does it matter? Another killing or two?
As I've said, it's no longer necessary. I understand that Scherer is being flown out to Russia, so he is effectively out of the action. The mission, therefore, has been successful. And you two may fly home whenever you like.
What about him? You pay him or kill him?
When we pay Mr. Gruner, we may need him again. Well, I'll say goodbye, Fraser. You'll not be bothered again.
If we are, I shall kill you.
The bodies of the young women in the mountains may prove awkward. Well, Cater has your money, a new passport, and a motorboat waiting to take you across to North Africa. Be at Puerto Capupino tomorrow morning at 10.
I hate that yellow sun.
We'll be on the first plane home.
Stay retired, Mr. Fraser. Stay retired.
I intended to, Colonel, but I'm not sure I like your methods. Nor do I like being told what to do.
In that case, I may see you again. Goodbye for now.
I had to say something. You don't really think I meant it, do you?